I'm good. Thank you very much, Edwin. I just wanted officially to introduce you a little bit. That you actually, sorry, just give me 1 second. I just have to go back to my page. So Edwin is currently a ASEA Ambassador Diamond, and him and his wife Rebecca are both the $1 Million Club, which is that means they have earned a $1 million commission from ASEA. And how I met Edwin, I can actually remember very first time when I met Edwin was actually when he came to Melbourne, one of the local ASEA Discovery. That was back in April 2017. And back then, you know, I just saw that he was a very cool guy. He liked to play golf like me. For the next day, Edwin, actually, we had a breakfast. I don't know if you remember. We had a breakfast. I was sitting there about to leave, and you actually said to me, I said, Dave, I'll see you in the Diamond Summit. And I was actually only bronze back then. I got very confused. I was like, oh, how come he knows I'm going to become a diamond? And I was so far away. I was like, you know, I was only bronze. I was like 12,000 PVs away from each leg. So that's how I remember you as our upline. So I'm just going to pass this to you. 那么接下来其实我会给 Edwin 那个麦克风，然后呢，当他给大家说的时候，我会做一个基本上的一个翻译。So I will be translating for some part of the saying. So if you want to stop anytime, I can translate for you.
Well, thank you very much for the privilege of being with you, David. I appreciate that very much. Good morning, everybody, or good evening.
大家早上好或者晚上好。他是在美国纽约。
I remember our first meeting, David, in Australia. There was just something about the light in your eyes. Maybe it was like a diamond reflection in your eyes. I could see where you were going.
那么他其实说他很感恩，因为他第一次见到我的时候，那一次他为什么会跟我说在那个钻石会议上见？他觉得我在眼光里面有一些闪动，像钻石。
And I've enjoyed the many times that we've had a chance to be together. You're a great friend, a great golfer, and someday I hope to be as good a golfer as you.
那么他也希望我们能够，我跟他经常可以打高尔夫球，因为我跟他打过几场高尔夫球，然后他也觉得我们一起在一起很开心。
It's an honor and a privilege to talk to your team today and all of you from different parts of the world that are listening. I appreciate the chance to spend a few minutes with you this morning.
他非常感恩今天能够跟我们的全球的这个华人团队来到分享这个ASEA以及他自己的故事。
ASEA has been an interesting journey for me that actually began a little over 10 years ago.
ASEA 其实对他个人来说是一个非常一个感恩的一个旅程，是过去10年他加入了这个ASEA这个大家庭。
I had a phone call in December of 2009 from my good friends Chuck and Tammy Gates, who we had met in another company prior to ASEA. They called me right around Christmas time, 2009.
在2009年的这个 Christmas 圣诞节的时候，那么他在另外一个公司所认识的一些伙伴 Chuck 跟 Tammy 有打电话联系到他。
I had a lot of respect for them. I was polite, but I was not interested in the opportunity that they wanted to talk to me about.
他非常那个尊重那两位朋友 Chuck 跟 Tammy， 但是他在当初的时候，他并没有想再去接触任何直销的产品或任何直销的机会。
I had been through a fairly difficult chapter of my life for 4 or 5 years. My first wife had passed away. Then I had been introduced to Rebecca, and I had been married to Rebecca only about 6 months when this phone call came.
在接到这个电话的之前，其实他的生活是非常非常艰难的，因为他的第一任太太离开了他，那么过生了。那么过生了之后呢，其实他是经过了一段时间才刚刚自己振作起来。那么在他们2009年圣诞节前跟他打电话的之前的6个月，他才跟他现任的这个太太 Rebecca 才刚刚在一起。
So I told Rebecca's a nurse. She's a very, very smart, well-educated nurse. And I told her, I said, I don't know anything about this company. I know nothing about the products. But would you go and check this out, take a look, and let me know what you think?
那么很 感恩的就是他的太太 Rebecca 其实当初是一个护士 ，OK， 是一个全职的注册护士。那么他跟他太太说，他说 Rebecca 我不想去接触任何的直销产品了，但是我不介意你可以去了解一下，或者你帮我去看一下这个公司到底是做什么的。
So in January of 2010, she flew across the country to Salt Lake City and looked at ASEA. She came back and said, I met the founders, I met the doctors, I met the scientists, and I signed us up.
OK， 那么在过了1个月之后，也就是说在第二个月，2010年的1月份，他们是在2009年 Chuck Tammy 打电话给他，那么他是在2010年的1月份的时候 ，Rebecca 就自己一个人飞到了那个盐湖城去看了公司的那个总裁啊，还有公司的一些科学家，还有公司的职员。那么他飞回到这个他们的城市的时候，他就跟那个 Edwin 说：“我已经把我们加入会员了。”
So I knew from my experience in the network marketing world, that most new companies don't last. And so I really didn't give a lot of thought or attention to ASEA because it was a new company and I didn't understand the product.
OK， 那么其实 Edwin 他在之前他是一个非常有在那个直销界已经是非常有经验的一个直销全职人员，已经很多年了。但是他知道，其实如果是一个新公司的话，那基本上你的成活率是很少的，你可能在很短的时间里面这家公司就消失掉了。当初他太太跟他说他太太把他们加入了这家公司的时候，其实他当初根本没有去多想ASEA是什么一个公司，他也没有多想这是一个什么产品，基本上就是把它放在了一边。
So I just watched from a distance, and I can remember hearing the company was 2 years old, and then 3 years old, 4 years old, and then I begin to think something must be legitimate here because you don't accidentally become a 4 or 5 year old company.
OK， 那么他在这个一路的这个观察的心态里面啊，就是他在观察的心态里面，他看到 OK， 1年过去了，2年过去了，3年过去了，4年过去了，他觉得有点不太对，为什么呢？就是说一个公司如果能够开始走入第5、第6年的时候，他就知道这个公司其实是真正有实力的公司，那么他开始注意到这个我们的公司了。
So finally, when the company was almost 5 years old, I made the trip to Salt Lake City to check it out personally, and I met the founders and the scientists, and of course I met the people who were already doing well in the business, and I realized that I had been neglecting a tremendous gift that had been offered to me 5 years before, and I needed to do something with this.
OK， 那么在经过了5年的这个沉睡的下面呢，他是在公司的第5年周年的那一年呢，他决定自己跨出这一步去公司去看了。那么当他到了盐湖城的时候，他也见到了我们的创始人Taylor 跟 Wiens Norton， 然后他也到了看到了我们的一些科学家，也看到了我们的这个ASEA的在盐湖城的团队。之后呢，他开始真正的意识到，其实他在过去的5年，他都是真正的是在沉睡了。那么他现在开始已经要苏醒了。
So one of the first people that I called is my good friend Bart Cotter in Australia, and many of you are connected today. We're connected because of that connection with Bart and Danny Doyle, and now through David, and so. It's great to have so many of you be part of our ASEA family.
OK， 当他去了这个公司，回到他自己的家里之后，他做了第一件事情就是他打了一通电话给2位，其中一个叫Bart。OK， 那 Bart 大家是谁呢？其实我在这里想跟大家说一下 ，Bart 是谁呢？如果你是在澳洲如果你今天是澳洲会员的话，基本上大部分99.9%都是在 Bart。他们下面，我不能说99.9%，90%都是在他下面的。OK， 那么因为 Bart 之后就产生了一个 Dan Doyle，Dan Doyle 后面就 Mal。其实我们整个澳洲的团队，包括我们很多欧洲的团队，都是在 Bart 他下面的。那么他当初的第一个电话就是打给 Bart 他本人。
So to really take a good look at what ASEA is today, as we're almost a 10-year-old company. I usually talk about 2 sides of the same coin. There's the product side of ASEA, which is obviously without question. It's no doubt one of the greatest breakthroughs, as you've already heard today. The other side of the coin is the business side. Two sides of the same coin.
OK， 那么其实在，他5年之后呢，现在公司已经进入了10年了。那么任何一个好的一个直销公司，它都是有，就像一个 coin， 它就像一个硬币，它一定是2面都有，一面是产品，一定要产品好，第2面就是它的这个生意的商机要大。
I sometimes show a picture when I do a presentation, and it's a picture of an old fable of 6 blind people or blindfolded people trying to describe an elephant.
Do you want to show me the thing, or are you?
I don't have it here, but you can just imagine 6 blind people touching an elephant, and they're trying to describe it.
Are you talking about this is the business part or the product?
It's all of it.
OK， 那么他刚刚就说了 ，OK， 他刚刚说的就是说，其实在，一般性，当你在分享这个产品或者在你这个分享这个机会的时候，他总是想到一个画面，就是在一个房间里面有6个人，全部都是盲人，然后那盲人在摸一个大象，那么你让他来描述这个大象到底是什么东西。
So one person is touching the end of the tusk, and he says, "Oh, it's a spear."
那么一个盲人，他碰到的是那个大象的屁股，那么他就说那条尾巴，他说这就像一把剑一样。
Somebody else is hanging onto the trunk, and they think, "Oh no, it's a snake."
那么有的人他抓着一条腿或者是什么，他就觉得那是一条是一条蛇。
Somebody else is hanging onto the leg, and they think, "Oh no, it's a tree."
我刚刚说错了，他现在说的是抓到腿，现在他抓到腿就像感觉是抓到了一棵树一样的。
Somebody else is feeling along the big side of the elephant, and they think, "No, it's a wall."
那么有的人是感觉到大象的这个边缘，这个边上的肚子这边，那么他会说什么呢？他说这个就像一栋墙。
Somebody else is hanging onto the tail and the back, and they think, "No, it's a rope."
那么如果他抓在尾巴的时候，他就觉得那个尾巴是一条绳子了。
The guy up on the top is hanging onto the big ear, and he says, "No, it's a big fan."
如果你抓的那个盲人，他抓的是个耳朵的话，他就觉得这是一把很大的扇子。
Which one of them is correct? Which one's right?
哪一个是对的啦？那么我在这里其实刚刚有点翻译错，其实他刚刚是说的拿了个鼻子是拿了像把那个毛。
They're all right. They're all right.
所有人都是对的，就是说所有人其实描述这个大象都是描述的对的，只是大家摸的地方不一样。
So here's the point. ASEA is different things for different people.
那么其实我们这个ASEA这个产品，其实在每一个人眼里面就是一个不同的一个东西，在每一个人的心里面也是一个不同的东西。
Some people think about, when it comes to their health, they think about prevention. They're looking for products and programs that they can incorporate into their life to never have a problem, to think prevention.
有一类人他就想到了预防，当他看到了ASEA之后，他就想到第一个事情，我要预防，我要把这个ASEA产品能够融入我的生活，融入了我们的生活之后，那么我不会再去得病，这是我最大的一个目的。
That's probably more important today for most of us in today's world than it ever has been. Prevention.
那么在现在的社会里面，其实这种想法的人可能是最多，也是最时髦的了。因为什么？大家就是说，预防对大家来说是一个非常重要的一件事情。
Some people look at ASEA because they have a health challenge, a health problem, or they know somebody that does, and that's why they look at ASEA.
那么有第二类人，当他看我们的产品ASEA的时候，他看到的就是说我身体有一些状况，或者我身边的人身体有状况，我希望这个产品可以帮到我身边有状况的人。
We have some people that are very healthy. They're athletes at the highest level, but they look at ASEA because it's a product that's legal and safe and effective, and it helps them become better athletes.
那么还有一类人，他是运动员，他看到我们的产品，他知道他能够提高他的体能，而且他是完全无毒无害，他也不会有呈任何阳性反应的测试的时候，那么对他们来说，这是一个提高体能的一个最好的一个产品。
On the other side of the coin, on the business side, there are some people who register with ASEA just so they can get the product at the best price.
OK，那么当我们看到那个硬币的另外一边的时候，那么就是一个商机。那么有人看到的商机就是说，这个东西它是一个完全全新的一个东西，那么它可以作为一个生意来做推广。
Then there are some people who want to earn a little bit of extra money.
有的人只想可能做一些额外的一个小副业，小小的副业，一点点的收入。
And then there are some big thinkers like David who want to create a big income.
那么或者有的人就像我们这样，我们想建造一个非常大的一个王国，一个被动收入的一个王国。
So our challenge is to kind of describe the whole elephant, and you have to decide what part of the elephant is most interesting to you.
那么我们在听的观众的最重要的这个，现在目前为止，现在这个时机最重要的就是你要决定你是在看大象的哪一部分，你想要的是哪一部分。
And maybe you're the kind of person who says, I want the whole elephant. We want to talk with you.
可能有的人你现在说我想要整个一个大象，那么如果你要是整个一个大象的话，他说明天我们就来跟你聊天了。
Let me just mention the prevention aspect just a little bit.
那么他现在想跟大家提一下这个预防的这个重要性。
Rebecca and I aggressively embraced the ASEA big picture in August of 2014. Rebecca was still working a full-time job as a nurse, but we began to use the product then.
2014年的时候，他的太太 Rebecca 那时候还是一个全职的护士的时候，那么他就开始开始用这个产品了。
The point is that none of us know what's coming ahead down the road.
其实最重要的就是我们并不知道我们的未来，我们的健康会发生什么事情。
The best thing you can do for your health today and tomorrow is to begin to use this product. Absolutely the best thing.
你如果想对自己负责，想对自己的这个最有用的话，那么就是从今天开始喝这个ASEA这个产品，而且我们一定是一个最好的一个预防一个产品。
Obviously, the business has been very, very rewarding for us.
那么当然了，我们如果说到这个商机的话，那么这个商机其实也是奖励了他们夫妇的一个很大的一个生意。
I was introduced to network marketing 49 years ago.
他是在49年前就已经进入了直销行业。
I was 10 years old.
他只有10岁，当初他只有10岁。
Not really. I've been interested in this business concept for a long time. I first got involved about 35 years ago.
那么他其实真正开始对这个行业了解，跟真正开始启动的话，那是大概是在35年前吧。
So I've seen a lot of what this industry has to offer.
那么他也经过了这个行业，看到了很多这个行业能够改变很多的人。
And I can tell you without a doubt, without any hesitation, that ASEA is the company that I've always hoped that I could find.
那么其实在整个旅程当中，在他整个这一生当中，他其实一直就在寻找有一个像ASEA这样的一个一个公司。
Especially given today's circumstances where we're all working from home, and through the amazing development of technology, I'm able to communicate with at least 100 of you right now in different parts of the world. What a dream time to have a business like this.
尤其是像现在这个社会，这个现在的这个环境，完全对我们其他的任何的事情都一个非常重大的打击之下，我们确实依靠着我们的这个ASEA这个公司，还有我们的这个技术，网上的这个技术，他今天真是一个梦想成真，能够坐在家里，能够跟我们全球100多位华人来分享他的经历。
Wherever you are today, I can tell you that you're fortunate to be connected with David, with Richard, with Mal Sword, with Bart. You've got some of the best leaders in the network marketing industry anywhere in the world to learn from. So don't don't minimize how valuable this opportunity is that you have in your hands.
他说：“今天如果你在这里听到的话，那你真的是非常非常应该感恩，能够跟我们澳洲的这个团队，就是 David 还有 Richard 还有 Mel 还有 Edwin Bart 他们一起成为一个团队。因为真正的在这个澳洲的团队里面，是在这个全球的这个平台上，也是属于一个非常非常强力的，也是非常文化也非常好的一个团队。”
So I'm going to tell you a quick story as we wrap this up today.
那么在最后，我想跟大家分享一个故事。
In 1992, I was part of a church missions trip where we went to Vietnam.
那么在1992年的时候，那么 Edwin 当初是一个神职的传道人。那么在传道的时候，他远道飞去了这个越南去传道。
That was consistent with my job at that time. I spent 25 years in full-time ministry after college, and so I was working for a large church.
那么他在大学毕业后的20年，其实一路都是一个全职的一个神职传道人。那么这是他基本上一个生活的一大部分。
I was the photographer for our team.
那么他当初去的越南的时候，他是一个摄影师。
One evening, I was in the park across from our hotel, and I was handing out candy to the children, and the children were all coming around me like children do when you have candy.
OK， 那么有一天晚上，他拿了很多糖。那么你也知道，你一有糖的时候，很多孩子就会围上来围住你。
From the side, a young lady walked up to me, and she had a baby, a brand new little baby in her hands, and she took her baby and she shoved it in my chest, and she said, "You take my baby." And she let go of the baby and took off running through the park.
那么就在他给糖的时候呢，身边有一位女士走过，这个女士的手中抱了一个刚刚出生的孩子。那么她把这个出生的孩子一下子塞到了 Edwin 的手里，跟他说：“他说你把我的孩子拿去。”然后他就跑掉了。
I reached out and I grabbed the baby to keep it from falling to the ground, and I stood there for a few minutes with my camera gear, kids all around me. I'm holding this baby.
那么他在之后的几分钟就傻掉了，然后他就一直抱着这个孩子。当然，他身上还有什么摄影器材啊，什么东西，还有很多其他的比较大的孩子围着他。那么但是他抱着这个孩子不知所措的在那边几分钟。
And I knew what she meant. She was saying, "If you could take my baby, maybe it will have a chance at a better life than what I can give it here."
其实他当初非常明白这位母亲的心理，就是说你把我的孩子拿去，那么给这个孩子一个全新的机会，这个孩子可以比这位母亲的这个生活将来会更好。
I knew I couldn't take her baby.
那么 Edwin 其实他知道他是不可能去拿他的那个孩子。
So I had to hang on to the baby, hang on to my camera gear, and run through the park until I could find her. And I said, "Ma'am, I can't take your baby."
那么在之后，他就其实一路在公园里面找这位女士，然后找到这位女士的时候，他把这个孩子还给了这位女士。他说：“我并不能接受你的孩子。”
It was a very emotional experience for me.
这是对他来说是一个非常非常对他的感觉这个非常深的一件事情，感触非常深的一件事情。
I cried all the way back to my hotel.
当他在一路走回去的时候，他一路在哭。
A few years later, about 5 years ago,
几年之后，那么就是我们现在所说的5年前，
I was at my first ASEA convention.
他来到了这个 Edwin 来到了第一次的ASEA的这个年会当中。
Our founder, Vertus Norton, finished up his presentation with that famous quote where he says, "We are at the beginning of something big, and now is the time to really make a difference and impact the world."
那么其实在5年前，他最后这个年会上，最后他听到 Vertus 以一句话来结尾，就是他经常说的：“我们是要以一股善的力量来改变我们的世界”的时候。
And he was preparing to retire again.
5年前那一次是他最后一次演讲，也是他退休前的准备退休的最后一次演讲。
And he stepped to the side of the podium, and he stepped to the front of the stage, and he took his arms and he said, take this company where it needs to go.
那么当他来到那个台下的时候，他对了所有的这个观众，对了会员，他说：“把这个公司接过去，这个是你们的公司。”
And as I sat there in the audience that day, I remembered the young lady in Vietnam handing me her baby.
那么当他那一天他坐在那，当他听到 Wiens Norton 说这个话的时候，他的脑海里又浮现出了当天在越南那个母亲把那个孩子交给他的这个心情。
And I felt like Wiens Norton was telling me personally, take my baby, take it where it needs to go.
其实当初的感觉，他就觉得好像是我们的 founder Wiens Norton 在跟他说，把我的孩子给你，让你看你能够让你们一起把这个孩子给养大。
I literally put my hands out that day at that convention, and I felt like I took the baby. And I've been taking this baby where it needs to go for 5 years.
那么在5年前的那一天，他真的有伸出他的双手，他觉得自己是把这个公司给传承下来。在今后的5年之后的5年里面，到今天，他一直在不停的把这个公司在分享。
And part of that means helping take this baby to Singapore and to Hong Kong and to Thailand and to Australia and to the Philippines.
就是在这5年当中，他看着这个孩子成长，把这个孩子带到了这个澳洲，带到了菲律宾，带到了香港，带到了马来西亚。
So this is I feel it's the most important assignment that I've ever been given.
对他来说，这是他觉得是在他的人生里面是给到的一个最重要的一个任务。
And that's part of why it's my absolute pleasure to be up early in the morning speaking with you just to help fulfill that mission of taking Mr. Norton's baby where it needs to go. And I hope you can join us today in that job.
这就是为什么，这就是他的为什么，这就是他能够在过去的5年里面一直坚持的、不懈的去养大这个孩子，也就是他为什么能够今天能够在凌晨起来为我们这些华人来到做他的一个故事的分享，因为他觉得 Wiens Norton 当天把他这个孩子西亚交到了他手上，这是他其中的一个一生当中一个最大的任务，就是把西亚带到任何世界上的一个角落。
From my perspective today, I can assure you that this opportunity, this responsibility is worthy of your best effort. It's worthy of you putting all of your credibility, your contacts, you're putting your heart on the line for this. This is a worthy project.
OK, 他就可以今天给我们大家一个最忠诚的，也是最忠心的一个建议，就是这个公司西亚是完全100% worthy， 就是说值得你把你自己的信誉，你把你的信任，你把你对朋友的关怀，你把你自己是家庭的情况全部压在这个公司上面，这个公司是值得你去这么做的。
It's my absolute pleasure to be connected with you in this business. I look forward to meeting all of you face to face somewhere, convention or in your home country. If you're ever in North Carolina, we have a guest room waiting for you.
如果大家去 North Carolina 的时候，大家可以住到那个 Edwin 家里，他非常好客。那么他也希望能够大家在不同的年会上面，在不同的区域里面可以见到大家。
So David, thank you for the chance to spend some time with your team. I'm happy to do whatever you want me to do. If you have some questions you want me to answer or speak to, I'm happy to do that.
Thank you very much. First, I just want to thank for the Australian and global Asian community thank you very much to come up on our Zoom call today. This is actually I started with this Zoom call every Wednesday night a couple weeks ago due to this global pandemic situation. So we thought we're going to put all the Asian people together and do some training. But as long, I think I'm really appreciate that. I'm really grateful that you can actually be my first guest, as I said, because we actually planned a lot of guests, but I want to add first because he's the one actually said to me long before I can believe myself. He actually saw our becoming diamond, and I think this is all about what we have to do for other people to actually see what they can actually become. This is why I actually very grateful to have you on our very first Zoom training. Yeah, thank you very much.
My honor, David.
Thank you.
You probably need a bigger Zoom room because you've had 100 participants here. There's probably a max of 100, so you may need to get
100 here. So we have been hitting over 100. So there's a lot of people. So next time we can increase the room capacity. There's always room for growing. But thank you very much.